Yo, what's up world? It's your boy Phil Cole here, and I hope you guys saw the video. If not, check the link in the description. You know, it's a TMZ video. I'm not allowed to show it, but wow. Wow, you can go watch it. Yes, yes, yes. She said a lot of racist shit. A lot of racist, well, not a lot, but she said some racist shit. Now, why am I happy? I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm happy this tape was released, because no one ever listens to me. When I first was talking about this situation, I saw what was going on from the start. You know how a lot of people say black people are more emotional than rational? This whole situation proved that. The simple fact of the matter is, first of all, the simple fact of the matter is, what Sterling was saying was a private conversation. Now, keeping in fact with private conversations, when you're not talking about hurting anyone, or you're not talking about anything illegal, not like he was saying, I'm going to go kill some black people, no. We're not speaking about anything illegal or hurting someone, all that stuff aside. We all say really fucked up shit in private conversations. We all do. If all of our private conversations were released, we'd look like monsters to the world. That's just a fact. Especially guys when we talk about girls, and girls when we talk about guys. We would look like sluts, whores, sexists, all this stuff. People would be going after it just like Donald Sterling. That's why I didn't get on his case. Because what he was saying in his private conversation didn't reflect what he was doing in reality. This man was going to get an NAACP award. Because what he does a lot of good shit with and for black people. He does it. No matter, regardless of what he says, he does it. Now, of course, everyone's going to throw in, oh, look what he did with the housing. Well, wasn't that in an Asian neighborhood? Like an Asian neighborhood? And he was looking for Asian people to live in the Asian neighborhood? If that is the case, because I'm not defending him there, you know, and I'm not attacking him either. I'm just not exactly sure what happened. I just hear different people's points of views with that. But other than that, look at all the things he does with and does for black people. That's why he was going to get an award. What he does speaks much louder than his words. Only thing I heard from his words is basically being, basically he didn't want his woman around black people because he was jealous. And that happens a lot, I told you guys. Now on to this girl. When people, especially black people, when they first heard this tape, the tape of Donald Sterling's rant, the first thing they did was jump on Donald Sterling. I was the first one to say, don't do that. This bitch is using your emotions against you. It's her. I came out with a video a while ago saying she's a bitch. She's the one who's worse than Donald in this situation. She's the bitch. She's manipulating a person's private conversation to make them look like a monster. And the fact is that can happen to any of us, man. That can happen to any of us. Anybody. That can happen to anybody watching this video. Let one of your secrets or something bad come out, you'll look terrible. You know what I mean? I mean, people just don't understand that because they're too emotional about what he was saying. I don't want you around black people in public, blah, 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 because he's jealous. And then he came out with a video saying he's jealous. He came out with a video saying it. And I was one of the first people to say, this dude, I said two things. I said, one is either people around him are very mean, and two, he's just jealous of black guys. It happens. It happens a lot with white people. I'm in Russia, I know. And it turns out he comes out and says it in this video. Now, I'm really not trying to come out defending Donald Sterling here, but what I'm saying is I tried to tell you people that this chick is a bitch. Everyone trying to support her. Oh, poor girl, poor girl. I knew she was a bitch in the first place for the simple fact that she's secretly recording his conversation and releasing it because she doesn't want to get sued or some bullshit. She's a straight up bitch, people, and she used the world. She just used the world because she knew how you all would think. She knew exactly how you all would think. When she makes fun of black people on camera, when she knows it ain't that private because she didn't give a fuck about you before. She's just using you to get what she wants. She doesn't give a fuck about you. She never gave a fuck about you or your people. We don't like black people, Elmo. We don't. Black people are stupid because they do this. You think she cared about you now? You think she cared about you? How many people still like this girl? I'm curious. You think she cared about you? So I'm supposed to just be mad at Donald Sterling? A man who actually does stuff, works with helps to make black people millionaires and all this stuff, help to make their dreams come true. And what has this woman done for black people besides use your emotions? You know, a lot of people like using black people's emotions, and I have noticed that because, like I'm going to say this every video, black people are way more emotional than logical. Way more emotional. And she knew it. She knew it. You know, and like I said before, I feel bad for Donald Sterling. Because like I said before, I don't think this man, when it comes to his business, discriminates against black people at all when it comes to business. I don't think so. Obviously not. You understand? He's best man for the job. But maybe in his personal life, especially dealing with his women, he doesn't want them around black people, and I see this all the time. So that's not that big of a deal to me. That is his choice. Like I said, no one has to like you. Never. No one has to like you. They just have to respect you. I was just at like you guys know, you saw my last video. I was just at a college, university in Russia where it was nothing but international students. So they're basically all colored. The black people over, not even like that. The Congo people over here, the Nigerians over here, and then you have like the Chinese people over here. You have like the Indian people. They were all separate. No one really intermingled that much, but they all respected each other. Well, except for some of the Africans. I'll get to that later. But they basically all respected each other. I was walking up to like the Indian people shaking hands saying, you know, it was great seeing you guys. And they were all reacting like kind of strange. So I noticed not a lot of mixing was going on. For all these different groups that I was looking at, for the vast majority of them just stayed with their own people. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. But when it comes to what they do in a university, if you have to teach people of different race, they do it. And that's what they're supposed to do. And I'll tell you this. Something else I noticed from that shit yesterday. There's a lot of Russian people in there who work there and don't like black people for shit. And I've noticed that when I first got there. They do what they're supposed to do, but they don't like black people for shit. One of my homies tried to tell one of the translators, oh, you look beautiful today. I wish you guys should have saw her face when he looked away from her. I was like, wow. They really don't like black people. And from what I heard some of the judges say when we were talking about the propaganda of Africa and all this stuff, they really aren't into black people, but they do what they're supposed to do. So at the end of the day, I can't be mad at them. Until they do something wrong, I can't be mad at them. Until they speak about planning on doing something wrong, I can't be mad at them. Because I work next to and I do things with people I don't like either, but it's business. You guys got to understand, it's business. You're supposed to keep business as business. Especially in America. Once you involve race or something in your business, then you should be out of there. But if you decide to involve race or something in your personal relationships, that is your choice. That is your choice. If you're the kind of person who doesn't want to hang out with white people, you don't have to hang out with white people. But if you work at McDonald's, you have to serve everybody, including white people. That's it. So when it comes to Donald Sterling's business, except for this whole debatable house crap, housing, I'll look into that later, even though I don't trust the internet as it is. Except for when it comes to that, I don't see him discriminating against any of his teammates. They can say, oh, he made comments we're uncomfortable with, but does he not treat you fair as a player? Does he not pay you when he's supposed to? Does he not do all those things that he's supposed to do? He does. That's why he's going to win an award. This bitch was using us against him. And it worked for her. And now she could just laugh it off, make videos saying black people are stupid, or release videos saying black people are stupid, and it is nothing because you know what? She proved her point. She proved the point. So if you haven't seen the video, I suggest you go watch it. I really don't know what else to say about this, man, but I tried to tell you people, man, me and Donald Trump tried to say it. It's this bitch. Don't focus so much on him. It's this bitch. It's this bitch. And look, people, just look. I'm telling you, man, I think more black people need to travel. You have a better understanding of the European mind. You know what I mean? And that's basically it, people. Later.